Hello everyone, today we are going to learn how to create small programs in the script mode and then how to save them for the future references. I am going to discuss two simple programs with you, and after that you can find a link in the description box in which I have given some questions which are based on the concept which we have learned so far. Try to solve those questions, and in case you are finding any difficulties or any doubts, you are most welcome to post that in the comment section, and I will try to take those doubts with whatever ways possible, either via the video or maybe in the comment section itself, right? So happy learning, and let's start for today. Before that, let me remind you to please like the video and subscribe to the channel Passionate Teachers Group, and please do not forget to click on the bell icon for future updates. Thank you. Okay, so as you can see, my shell mode is open. Say I want to do a small program in which I want to accept the marks in 3 subjects from a user, and I want to find out the average of those marks, right? So one way is I can do it directly in the shell mode. I can say math equals to int input enter marks in maths. But in this case, what would happen is it will start asking me marks here, and the moment I will close this shell, the program will go. And if next time when I come back and I want to use the same program, I have no ways but to write the program altogether once again. But then how to use the script mode for the future references? I can go to file, I can say new file, and this is how my new file will get open. Now the same program I will type here, math equals to, and then I say int input marks in maths, and I have to put quotes here because we know whatever is in the input command always should be go as a message. Then I say English marks, and let's say I just copy and paste it to save time, and I'm changing it to English. And then I'm saying science equals to, and I'm saying okay, so I have taken the marks in 3 subjects. Now what I'm saying is I'm saying total equals to math plus Eng plus science plus science, and then I'm saying, so my total is having the sum of these 3, and I can say average equals to tot upon 3. So as we know that the average of the marks will be the sum of the marks of these 3 subjects divided by the number of subjects. So I can say average is equal to total upon 3. So my average will come total upon 3. So I'll say print average of 3 subjects, comma, and I am saying AVG. Now my program is done. I am just saving it. So I'm saving it with the name, file name. So I'm saying YT1 dot py is compulsory to give, as you know, when you must, if you have learned HTML, so there we need to give the extension as .html or htm to know the compiler that it's HTML file. The same way, since my notepad has opened, so I need to tell the compiler, because if I will not mention .py, this file will be saved as a text file. So I want to make it a Python file, so I need to give the extension as .py, and then I say save. Now what I need to do is I just need to run this program. To run a program, I can go to run and I can say run module, or I can simply say F5. Both are okay. So when I say F5, now it is asking me marks in math. So I am entering, let's say in maths I've scored 90, in English let's say it's 80, and in science let's say it's 70. So it is giving me the average as 80. So if you will calculate the sum of these 3 and divided by 3, the 80 will come out as an answer. Now let me go back to my that program and show you one more thing. Now let's say I don't want to take extra variable called tot, but I just directly putting it, the value of these three variables and dividing it with 3. So for that I am making it a comment. Now what is a comment? Comment means, making some statement in such a way that the compiler should ignore it. This comment, I am going to discuss this a little later, in the same video. So what I am doing here is, now instead of having a total, I can simply do this and do this. Now if I will run this, do you think my answer will be correct? Let's check that. So I am saving this and I am running by pressing F5. So it is asking me, so I am entering the same marks so that you can see whether the answer is coming correct or not, and then 70. So it is showing me 193.3. Why? So the reason is because we have learnt about the precedence of the operators, if you remember. So as per the precedence of the operators, the division is the first one to get solved. So when I am writing it in this way, the first signs divided by 3 will get solved. So whatever are the marks in signs, so marks signs 70. So 70 divided by 3, whatever is the answer, that will be added in the marks of English plus maths, and that's how I am getting 193.3. Whereas what I wanted was, I wanted that first these 3 should be added and then it will be divided by 3. So for that purpose I need to put brackets, and we have learned that bracket has got the precedence over all the operators. So when I put the bracket, automatically first these 3 will get sum and then it will be divided by 3. Now let's just again check. I am pressing Control S to save the program and I am saying F5. Now again I am entering the same marks and 70. So you can see it is showing me 80.5, which is exactly the same this way. So I hope this is clear to you all. Now let us quickly understand a little about comments. What are comments? Comments means I want to put some extra information in my program, which is just for the references, to make somebody else, that somebody understand that what is going on in the program. So I can put comments in 2 ways. One is by single line comments. I just can put a hash sign. You can see the way I have made this statement as comment, the compiler has totally ignored this tot, right? Otherwise, if I would have used this, if I try to show you the sum of, if I will put print tot here, it will give me an error because there is no tot described in this program. This statement is totally ignored by the compiler. So if I say hash, this program will help to understand sum, let's say, right? And I'm saving it and I'm running it. So you can see the program will not give any error, but it will simply ask you the marks and will do whatever you are asking for, right? So this is one way. So whenever it's a single line comments, I can just put a hash sign. Now let's say I want to write a new program for which I want to make these all lines as a comment, because when I want to write a new program, I just want that these lines should be treated as comments and these lines should be ignored. So I can put these 3 quotes, and wherever I want to end my comments, that lines, so I just put 3 dots here. Now you can see all these lines are in green. That means these all have become the comments. So this is how I can enter the multi-line comments. That means 3 signs, apostrophe signs here and 3 quotes here. That means it's a comment for multiple lines, right? Now for writing a new program, I can simply say file, new file, and can write a new program here also. But since I have made the previous program whole as a comment, so now I am writing a new program here. So now next program which I wanted to discuss with you today is, I want to accept the age of a person, and I want to show that age after 20 years, right? Like today is 2020 going on. I want to see that what will be the age of that person in 2040. Okay, so what will I do? So I will say age equals to int input. Now here I have to again use the typecast because I know I want to do the calculations on the variable age. So I am saying enter your age, and I am accepting age. So I am saying now age. Now what I am saying, age plus equals to 20. Since I want the age after 20 years, so whatever is the age presently entered by the user, so 20 will be added into that. So this plus equal to is a shorthand assignment operator. If you remember, we have discussed these operators in the previous videos. So by using this, I am doing two operations at the same time, that I am incrementing the value of age with 20 and I am assigning that incremented value to age. Now if I say print age in 2040 will be, and I'm saying age, and I'm just running this program, and I am, so it is asking me my age. Let's say I enter, let's say 20, so it is showing me that age in 2040 will be 40, right? So if I close this program now, and let's say I close even my shell, and when I come back and open my shell once again, so when I open the fresh shell and I want to open that same program, I can simply type YT so you can see my program will get open, and whatever changes I want to do in this program, I can always do that. So this is how I can write the programs in the script mode. So this is all for today. This is Pooja Arora signing off for today. Bye and take care, and do practice the questions which are given in the description box. Bye and take care.